All right, we want to solve this exponential equation here. 4 to the x power is equal to 32. Okay, now the key thing to note here is that x is in the exponent, right? Okay, so definitely you want to be careful of that, right? But how do we solve for x here, right? How do we know what this exponent should be? All right, so we're going to use this key fact here, right? If we have two sides, right? If a to the m power is equal to a to the n power, right? Then what can we conclude? Then it must be that the powers must be the same, right? Then m is equal to n. Right? So what this is saying is as long as the bases are the same, right? Remember, we have two sides to this equation, right? As long as the left side is equal to the right side and the bases are the same, then we can just set the exponents equal to each other. The key is they have to be the same base though, right? So we take a look at this number, right? 4 and 32, right? So obviously there's nothing we can do right now. Also, I mean, we could do something like this, right? We know that 32 is 4 times 8, but that's actually not going to help us out either. Okay, there's nothing we can do with that. Okay, remember, the key is we have to get the bases to be the same. Okay? And if you take a look at this, we know that 2 squared is equal to 4. Okay? And what about 32, right? 2 to what power is equal to 32? 2 to the 5th power is equal to 32. And that's the key, right? So we want to get these in terms of a power of 2, right? So 4 is equal to 2 squared. Okay? And 32 is equal to 2 to the 5th power, right? Now here's where you got to do a little bit of algebra. Right here, what do we do with this expression on the left side, right? In this case, we have to multiply these two together, okay? This is just an x here. Let me just write that again, right? What does the power rule say? The power rule says let's multiply these together. So 2 to the 2x power is equal to 2 to the 5th power. And notice what we've done here, right? We've converted both of these numbers to have the same base. But let's think about that now, right? If the bases are the same, what can we conclude about the exponents? If the bases are the same, then we can conclude that the exponents must be equal, right? It must be that 2x is equal to 5. Right? And now we can solve this, right? Actually, just dividing by 2 on both sides, what do we get for this final answer, right? X is equal to 5 over 2. And that is the solution here, right? So what can we conclude? We can conclude that 4 to the 5 over 2 power, right, is indeed equal to 32, right? 5 halves is the solution to the initial equation.